Hello, I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria. I've just been having a bit of a fiddle with my camera to try and get it like I used to have it, but I don't think it's working. So while I'm waiting for people to jump on, this has just arrived in the mail. As some of you may know, it was my birthday yesterday, and I've just received this gorgeous card from Cheryl O'Bree. Look at that. I'm just waiting for that to catch up so I can see whether I can see what you can see. How gorgeous is that? Something I've never seen before. If you're watching, have you ever seen a card like that before? We might have to do that in a class one day, once I figure out how to do it. She did send me a bit of a tutorial, so we will have a go at that. So that is just lovely. Haven't even got round to thanking her yet. So I'm going to be using the Everyday Archers, and what I'm going to be doing today is this is a swap I received at On Stage. It was an organised swap, and it was from Rainey Stevens. So thank you, Rainey. But Rainey has used, I've cased this card because Rainey has used a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock for this piece here. It's a beautiful card, but I'm aware that not many people would have the 12 by 12. That, I don't know whether that feels thicker than our white. I'm not sure if that's our white or not. So I wanted to use a different colour, and because we don't actually have, well, I've got a cupboard full of that actually, 12 by 12 in any colours now. We've only got the two-tone. I felt the two-tone was perhaps a little bit didn't have the stability to hold on to a card like this. So I have redesigned, and I've worked out the measurements for an A4 cardstock. Just put that away if I can. Now, and I'm using the beautiful Gallery Blooms paper. This is a mega sweet, and we get, I think I may have showed you it before, but I forgot to show the girls at class the other week. Just going to see if that camera's in the right spot before we get going. So I have turned it upside down, so I don't know whether, yeah, the writing's still upside down. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see any better. I wish that they wouldn't change things all the time on Facebook. Now you can't see things in the right way, and I don't think you can see me in any better way either. But anyway, we'll crack on. So there's those two stamp sets, the Gallery Blooms dies that go with that one, which I have showed you before, but we'll just refresh that. It's got the frames and all these beautiful dies. And then you have the beautiful motifs stamp set with the beautiful motifs dies, which I showed you these last week, because there's two on there that don't, or three actually, those three there that only partially cut. These two cut out. I think that's the one I'm going to use today. There's not a lot of stamping in this card. The DSP does all the work. And I'm actually casing my own card. I'll show you this one that I made. And by doing that, because I'm not using the same paper, I think I need a dab of glue under that because it's going to get bent. So this is how this one goes. And then I wanted to make, because that's where you'd write, it's only got 1 centimetre there and some die cuts there, and the paper. It's really quite easy after you've cut all the arches and worked out your colours. Working out your colours is the hardest part sometimes. So I have done most of the die, I've done all of the die cutting. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't worked out what paper we're going to use for the back of the card, because I can't actually work that out until we get the card almost put together. So there's my little cheat sheet. So if you're in Australia or the UK or Europe, I used a full piece cut off, like cut out A4 in half. Use your words, Cheryl. And that's distracted me now, which we know what that measures, 29 point something. I think I did try and cut it down and do it in simpler measurements, but it wasn't working, so it's actually 29.7 centimetres, and it's in inches. It is 11 and just a tad short of 11 3/4. So I'm pretty sure there are tutorials out there from people that have worked out these measurements for the US size paper. So I think it's, well, I can't remember, 3 into 11 they use, so whatever that is. So, but we're using, this piece is a full piece cut in half at 10.5 centimetres, and then we're going to score this at 9.9 centimetres. Just there. On the long side, of course. I'm going to flip it and do it at 9.9 the other side, okay? And then I didn't write that on there. Let's write that on there. Measure down. That's 4 centimetres. I would be able to see that if I measured anyway. There we are. It doesn't really matter what that is, but we will measure 4 centimetres on one side of this. I might just put a pencil mark here somewhere. There. Can I see that? I think I can. And then we're going to cut from just hope I'm doing this right. I get a bit excited sometimes. I think that's right. We'll soon find out. So just make sure, probably more important that you've got the top. I hope you can see that. All that. So we're going to cut from this end here to the 4 centimetre mark down the bottom, okay? No, I don't think I did that right, did I? No. Start again. Sure, that's a half a piece. I felt like that was wrong. Something was wrong somewhere. I should have just used my cheat sheet and stuck it on top, shouldn't I? Now, 9.9, I'll start again. If you missed it, we're getting a replay. 9.9, that end, and that end. And then it's like that. So I don't know what I did, but I didn't do it right, did I? So that was about 4 centimetres there. So we're going from there to, where are you? There to there. That looks better, I think. I'll just put that on there and make sure. Yep, that's right. Didn't get much sleep last night, so everything's a bit foggy today. And why I said make sure you get your, see, I haven't got that quite on the angle. Can you see that I should have had that more on an angle? But anyway, you can just chop that up off and that's fine. So I don't think we need that anymore. I don't think. Get in there. Now, to make sure it's going to line up for me. Hopefully I've had my piece in there straight. Sometimes you've got to put it in the trimmer straight for it to work. I'll just check that I've got my folds all going the right way, and I haven't. We've had that going that way and that going that way. So the first fold is a valley and the second fold is a mountain. And just make sure that that's all lining up there. Can you see that? And I think I might want to, no, I can't turn it the other way. That's all right. I'm doing it like that. So next thing, did I do a backing? Oh, maybe I didn't do a backing. Let's see what I've got here. I had everything else organised and I haven't done a backing. What are we going to back it in? Need something different to that. What have I used there? I've used that. Let me just see what I've organised to use here. Bound to forget something, wasn't I? So I thought I would, to remember from the other day, thought I would do, so this middle one, you're going to have, I'll show you which dies we used here, I guess, but you can use whichever ones suit your market. Just pull those out, and I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And I put a bit of washi tape on because I was making a few cards, saved me counting and making sure I had the right ones. So I have to choose a backing now because that goes on there, right? About like that, and then on the back of that, we have that, and then on the back of that, which faces onto here, you have, I think I had, what did I have? That wasn't that one. Oh, it might have been the old olive. Must have been the old olive. Had that on there, and then when I put it on my card base, it would go on here like this. That's moved. So I want the ugly back. So it would go somehow like that, not quite like that. And then we need to decide, I was going to ask you guys to decide for me which colour to use, but I thought this. So I've got to go and cut a backing, so that's the same. So if I do that, actually there's no early espresso on there, but so I think I might just use pecan pie, so let's grab that. And what did I cut that at? Let me see. DSP's 9.9 and that is 10.5. Okay. I do need my trimmer again. Is that long enough? Let me have a look. Yep, that's okay. No, 10, not 9.9, 10. Okay. Now we're going to have this on here. What have I done here? That's right. 10.5. Is it only 10? No, it's only 10. Drat. What's this one? That's 11, that one. 11 by... Gosh, how did that happen? Probably me. I keep making mistakes. I don't know what is wrong with me. 10.5. 10.5 by 14.9 is this piece, and this goes on here. Then before we start assembling that, we need some DSP to go behind there. Now, ideally, I would like to use this, but I wasn't sure whether I had enough, and I don't. We could use the back of it, flipped, I think. We could use that, but I don't know that I like that. So what I'm thinking is this piece here that I've got behind here, that is this one. I'm just wondering. Oh, actually there's a... Oh. Is that Mossy Meadow or... I think it's got Mossy Meadow in it. Yes, I've got a Mossy Meadow one too. Let's see what one we think. Because if I was doing this, I would be putting that and then this, and then we'd be putting this. Then we'd have that with this one, and then our little one on the front. Oh, no, whoops, that's the wrong one. What have I done here? That one. That one. Have I cut the wrong one in Mossy Meadow? Oh no, that's all right. It's that one, and the back of it is that, so then you'll have that. I'm going to put that on the front so that I can work out what this looks like. This is what I'm trying to do, work out what my card is going to look like before I go cutting into my DSP. No, that goes on the front. That goes on the front. No, it doesn't have to be exact, it just has to give me a rough idea. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Too much talking on the phone from my birthday calls. or we could use that. And I already don't like that because it's too much. So this is called, and this went through, it's in the online section, and it is called Season of Elegance 12 by 12 paper. And I'm pretty sure that that there is the right width because I would have used it for this one here. So all we've got to do, I know it's a bit wider, might be 10 and that might be 9.9, is it? Yeah, that's about 9.9, and then we need it to be, so that we don't need the whole thing. If we cut it about 7 centimetres, we should have enough. So I could have used the back of another paper, but I wanted to conserve my paper. Now, what did I say? 7. 7, and I think it's got to be a bit narrower than that, or not? Maybe not. Let's see how this piece lines up. Yeah, I need to cut a little smidgen off there. Let's cut a smidgen off. Make sure I don't cut too much off. I'm nervous now. Just a little bit more. Should have gone with my gut the first time. Just needs a little bit more. Now I've got that stuck in my trimmer. Old toothbrush will fix that. Now let's see. Yeah, that's fine now. That's the right width. Okay. Let's open that. You are a bit late to go to sleep. You missed Cheryl's card. I'll show you again at the end. Now, just adhere this. Oh, come on. I'm having trouble with this seal lately. It keeps grabbing the cardstock. It always grabs the beige, but it's been grabbing onto other colours as well, just like the Seal Plus does. I reckon they probably got them mixed up. I don't know. So then, is that going to work? Push that up a little bit. Yep, that works. Oh, get out. I love this fold, so thanks Rainey for the swap that you gave us. You got one of these too, Rhonda. You missed the start, so it's this one. This one, but I've changed the measurements to A4. Okay, and then we want to put our arches. I started with, start with the back. Make sure you got the right side. Start with the back ones first. I'll show you my other two that I did, and when I did them I started with the front first and then did my second one. I found a better way to do it, starting with the back ones first. Work from back to front, not the other way around. I think that'll be enough. And then to write on there, we don't really need this piece, but we do if we want to write on it, so we may as well be writing on it, which is the right side. And don't stick to my cardstock. Oh, so far so good. Goes there, and then what? Then our next floral one goes there, but we need to put our, where is it, our green one. We need to put that one there. Then I've got green on green. I don't suppose that matters. When I planned this the other day, I can't actually remember how I wanted this to go. So, but we do want our green one, our mossy meadow one. Didn't even tell you what colours, did I? To go. And I don't reckon that's the right size. No, it's not. I reckon that one goes on the front, and then this one goes on the back of that. Oh yeah, that's right. Then that one goes there. I think. I don't think that's what I did there though, no. Front one, then the biggest one. Biggest one there. And, oh, that's got to cover that. That's right, it's got to cover that. I was trying to line it up so that it wasn't covering it. So then if we do that, and then this goes here. That's right, because it goes exactly on there. So to get this one lined up onto our pecan pie, I'm just checking to make sure I put the adhesive on the right side of it. Because when we do this, where are we? When we do that, you want the right side to be that side, opposite to what you think. So yeah, that goes there. Hopefully you can see all right, Rhonda, can you? Me fluffing around. And then that goes there. Yep, I think. So if we put a pencil mark there to there, we can put our adhesive where it needs to go. So just line that up so you can't see any of that. The beige, get your fingers out, go like that, and then when we put this here, we can put this one here. So we want adhesive all over this one. It doesn't matter if we get it anywhere else, because it's going exactly on here. So when you open it, you've got these. Did I do that right yet? Yep, I did show you the right way. I'm just checking right side and wrong side again. Go like that, and then our little one goes. So doing it from this way round, you can see quite clearly where your little one needs to go. So again, you want to, we might just do this, because then we can put a mark from there to there. or we can just do this. Hopefully that didn't mirror image on me. And then that's layered like so. Then what else did I have? I was going to give you choices and then no one was watching, so I didn't worry. Where's my sentiment piece? These are just cut out of crumb cake, and I didn't use any crumb cake. What have I got here? I was just going to stamp happiest birthday on here and work out what I wanted to do here, which is probably just do that. And I thought probably the same as the other one. This is from the Beautiful Motives, and we don't really want it covering our flower, so if we pop it up there like that, we should be good. There is a little one. If you only had the one set, let's see what that which is the Gallery Blooms. This little one is in that set, so you could do that. But I'm tending to like the bigger one, so will we get that adhered? We might put the glue on that, and then we might stamp our. We won't put it down yet. We'll just put a bit of glue on it. And the same here. I am going to put a bit of cardstock. I didn't quite get out of that. I'm just going to put one on there, and while I'm at it, I'm going to put, like I said before, one on the back of that, so it's not flopping too much and not going to get broken off. So then I'm going to put, I don't want it right down the bottom because it's going to hang off the card. Just put a little bit of glue, just not on absolutely every area of it, but you do need it. You do need it to be a bit stable. So, and then we let that dry a little bit and we can pick it up and it's like a sticker. Go in there, you. Gotcha. Now we've got our happiest birthday. And what are we going to stamp that in? Maybe pecan pie, Rhonda? She's probably gone. Pecan pie, I think. Where's that? Behind my camera pole. Okay. And happiest birthday comes from I'll put that away. No. It's Round We Go. And it's still in. It's amazing the things that have carried over. If you check in the online store, you'll find lots of little surprises that we've still got in, which is great. Okay. So we've got that. And we're going to put that halfway down there. I'm going to be a bit careful where I put my dimensionals because I want to put my it's not greenery, but my die cuts, I want to put them kind of underneath my greenery. So first will be our leaf. I go by my other card and work out where I want that. Then I'm not going to put this one where I've got the other one because I don't want to cover up my flowers. I'm going to just see where we want it. I think perhaps about like that. Then we're just going to snip the end of the flower, the leaf off. Where are you? Oh goodness, can't get my scissors in there because they're my big sticky scissors. Gotcha. And then we've got our card finished. How beautiful is that? Yes. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, I've stuck it all the way. How did I do that? Oh, I had it going. We can fix that. Had it going a bit further than it must have. It must have mirrored image on me. Mirrored image or whatever. When I flipped it over, I probably should have. It was a bit hard to tell where the sticky was meant to go, but we can fix that. I didn't make all these mistakes when I made my other ones. I've got a bit of glue there still. Just as well it wasn't wet glue or we'd be in a real mess. And if you really messed up, well, you could, there's nothing to say you couldn't put another die cut on the back of this, but I didn't because we didn't need it. But let's see if we can fix this. Can't even see where the glue is, but I can feel it. I must have put it, I don't know. If you can't quite get all your sticky off, well, I haven't, might have to come back and get a bit more of that off. You can just dab it with your embossing bunny and it'll take the sticky off it anyway. So let's get that off there and do that. So, and then I didn't put any embellishments on that one. Let's just see. We've got those what are they called? Where are they? Those flowery ones. Where did I put them? Here. They're quite dark. We've got them, so let's see what they look like. Maybe just, I don't know, there. And there. Come here. And maybe, do I want it on my flowers? Oh yeah, there. That looks alright. They're called, they're part of the suite as well, and they are called, don't want to lose them. They are called, they're rather heavy, pressed flower motifs. Yeah, they're quite heavy. I'll fix those up later. So, yeah, so we've got this one, and this is the one that I made to case it with, but I didn't want to use all the one sort of paper, so that's why I did that. And this was my practice one. I used the Retired Meandering Meadows DSP, so I love that one too. I'll get in there. Again, the hardest part was choosing my colours. And then because I was featuring the DSP this afternoon, I have done this one as well, which was cased from another card I did years ago. I've not put a sentiment. I haven't decided whether I need a sentiment on it because it was going across. I'll just show you a couple of options. My sentiment pile here. Now she won't be able to find them. I have. Oh, I even had Mossy Meadow ones, and where have they gone? So you could put, what's that? You could put that. Would kind of keep your card together again. Oh, I guess that's okay because it's a brown one. What do you think, Rhonda? I think I should put that on there. I didn't find that when I was looking through them before. And I cased this one from Jilly Bling. I don't know if I changed anything. It's just really a Z fold. And I've used the frame scenes with it, with the same pack of paper, the gallery balloons, because we can do male and female cards. And here's another one. This is the one I was going to use this paper for. When I got my card all designed, I found that if I had have done that in the middle, I would have lost half my vase. So I had to think again and use another piece of the DSP. So I'm not sure what that's called. I think it's called a squash card. I'm quite happy with that. And this one I cased the fold from Rose Coleman, but I've used my own ideas to decorate it. Now, how do we open it? Got my flowers, and those flowers are out of the stamp set, Gallery Blooms. Where'd I put it? Showed you before, and I've put them away. No, I didn't put them away, but I've put them over here. That's these flowers. So, aren't they lovely? Just stamped in Mossy Meadow. That's all you have to do. And then you open it up, and you've got the beautiful DSP inside. I love it. So that's as far as I got. Well, you could cut this piece out as well, I guess. I don't know. If you cut that out, you'd see the back of your paper, wouldn't you? Yeah, anyway, I didn't cut it out. I don't think Rose did either, but you could if you wanted to. It's your card, so you can design it however you want. So that's that was my week, actually, designing these cards. Whoops, where's my thing? So I've got quite a lot of cards here. Let's get that out the road and put these. What did we think about the... Oh, not, yeah, I know, not a white one, no. You think if I did it in basic beige and did it with early espresso, you think that would be okay? Up there or up there? I wasn't sure. Sure whether it needed it. And you can put that's where you write. Yeah, so I could do that and it would kind of keep it closed, I guess. Yeah, don't know that if it needs it. I think I'll worry about that when I want to send it. Now where did I put my other sentiments? Can't see them. So we've got that. Put your glue away. Just sentiment away. Put your bone folder away. Take these back out again so you can have a sticky at them. That doesn't feel like enough that I've done, but it did keep me going, I can tell you. So, yeah, I was pretty happy with the way this went. Maybe I have missed another one, I don't know. I'll probably find it later and think, oh, I should have showed them that. Anyway, I promised to show you Cheryl's card, Rhonda. Did you see this one on that she gave Jennifer Rust as well on PJ Inkers? This arrived in the mail today. So isn't that fantastic? And this is the one that I've cased today's card from, the one from Rainy. So you will have that as well, Rhonda. And that she used 12 by 12 paper for her diagonal piece, her foldy piece, whatever you call it. So, yeah. Bottom. Yeah, as I said, I'm thinking about that. So, anyone watching my live, I will be continuing, because it was my birthday yesterday and it is my birthday month. Anyone that places an order during May, my birthday month, will get the equivalent of that order in my retired product. New price of my retired product, not reduced price. So So yeah, and next class you will also be, if you place an order in May, you will also get your June class for $25. Just a reminder. So thank you, Rhonda, for joining me. Hope you liked those cards. Oh, she said well, so I guess that means she does. Thanks, Rhonda. And anyone else that's been watching, I will see you another day.